Good morning, my dear students, and welcome back to the 7th Standard Science online class. So, dear students, in the previous class, we have discussed about the transportation in organisms. Right now, so in this session, we are going to discuss one more very important new concept. So, that is we call it as motion and time. So, dear children, so before going to know the meaning of motion and the time, so I will ask a few questions so that will be happening in our day-to-day life. So my the first question is, so we are observed in our day-to-day life, we see the various things moving around us. So various things that will be moving around us in our surroundings. Could you able to tell these are some moving things that will be happening in our day-to-day life? Yes. So let us discuss one by one. So vehicles, is it right? So in the vehicles, lorry, bus, car, bicycle, motor vehicles, this all will become like no? Is it right? So even if you come to the solar system, so in the solar system, there's a sun is in the middle of the point and the remaining whatever the planets are there, so the planets are revolving around the sun. Is it right? So this is we call it as in a motion right now. So what we can tell? The vehicles that will be moved from one place to other place. So that we can also say that it is a moving object. Right now? So if you come to the solar system, even in the solar system also the sun will be settled at the bottom or the middle. So the remaining other planets whatever is present in our solar system, that is revolving around the sun. Is it right? No. So that planets will be shows the movement. Is it right? So then what do you mean by motion? So can you tell me what you mean by motion? So that we can say generally a moving object, that is what we call it as motion. In generally a moving object, that is what we call it as a motion. So could you be able to tell that in a scientific way, in a sequential order? So what is motion? Yes. So one more example I am going to take now. So if it is in a road, just imagine it is a point A and it is a point B. So it is a point A and point B. A car is moving from point A to point B. A car is moving from A point to point B. So in between that. So at certain extent, at certain time, for example, I am going to take this will be takes 5 minutes duration to point A to point B. So 1 minute, for 1 minute the car will be there here, and for the 4th minute and 5th minute. So like this, the movement will be takes place at a certain distance in a sequential way. So that is what we call it as motion. So let us discuss now the meaning of motion. So this is nothing but the body. So the car is in a body. The car is in a body. Example I am telling you. The car is a body, changes its position. So this car will be moved from here to here and here to here, and finally it will be reaches to the point B. Right now children? Yes. So the body changes its position, so place. So before that, when the movement doesn't take place, the car will be settled at the point A. Then after the movement, the car will be starts moving. Is it right? So change its position right now, change its place right now. Yes, at a particular time. So which means the motion is nothing but the body changes its position with time. The body changes its position along with the time. That is what we call it as motion. I hope you understand the meaning of motion right now children. Yes. So the body changes. The car is in a body. So when it is now, it is in a rest. Right now. So when the movement will be takes place. So at certain time. So this is the distance from here to here. it will be reaches at certain time. It will be requires some time to reach the point A to B. Is it right? So point A inda B ಗೆ reach ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ it will be takes some time. So that time what we call it as the changing body in its position along with the time. So that is what we call it as motion. Understand? No? So then, how many types of the motions are there? So that we will discuss the different types of the motions are there. So that we are going to discuss now. So as we know that the meaning of motion. So motion is nothing but any one object that will be changes its position along with the time. That is what we call it as motion. Right? No? So in that we will be identifying the different varieties or the different types of the motion. So on that we are going to discuss one by one. Okay. So first one is in the types of motion, the rectilinear motion. So rectilinear motion is also one kind of a type of motion. So what do you mean by rectilinear motion? See, the motion along with a straight line is called as rectilinear motion. The motion will be takes place in a straight line. So the motion that will be takes place in a straight line, that is what we call it as rectilinear motion. So best example for the rectilinear motion is a moving bus in a straight line. The moving the bus in a straight line. There is no diversions. So straightly the bus is moving. So that is a best example for rectilinear motion. In case any diversions will be takes place, that is not a comes under the rectilinear motion. Hope you understand right now. So rectilinear motion is nothing but the motion along with a straight line is called as rectilinear motion. The motion that will takes place in a straight line. So have you observed the right picture here? So here the motion any one object that will be moves in a straight line. So that is a best example for the rectilinear motion. Okay. So the next one is circular curvilinear motion. So what do you mean by curvilinear motion? So have you observed the guard sections when you are going to tour? So along with your family members or neighbors? Is it right? So it is a curves is there, right? No? So in that curves the vehicles will be moves. Right? No? So that is the best example for curvilinear motion. So could you be able to tell what do you mean by curvilinear motion now? So when you are moving from Chikballapur to Nandi Hills, so when the car is moving towards the Nandi Hills, so that line, is there any straight roads are there? So there is a lot of curves are there, right? No? Yes, no children? So that is a best example for curvilinear motion. So then can you tell me what do you mean by curvilinear motion? As the motion along with a curve. The motion along with a curve, that is what we call it as curvilinear motion. The best example for the curvilinear motion is moving of a car in a curves road. So moving of a car in a curves road. So that is what we call it as curvilinear motion. So the next type of the motion, that is a circular motion. So what do you mean by circular motion? So in the previously we have discussed the solar system right now. So the sun is settled at the bottom middle and remaining planets that is revolving around the sun in its own circular path right now. So that is we call it as circular motion. So motion that takes place along with the circle. So that is we call it as circular motion. Can you give me one more example for the circular motion? Yes, the bicycle moving around a circular park. It is the best example for circular motion. And we will be identifying huge amount of rectilinear motion, circular motion and curvilinear motions examples in our day-to-day life. So after this class you have to prepare some examples related to the rectilinear motion, curvilinear motion, be held, that will be takes place in our day-to-day life. So there is an activity to you. So after this watching this video, must be complete this home given activity. So what is activity? So whatever the different varieties of motions that will be takes place in our day-to-day life. Either it is a rectilinear motion. So in that must be write few examples. Minimum 4 or 5 examples you have to write. So if you come to the curvilinear motion, so in that also have to write minimum 4 or 5 examples that will be takes place in our day-to-day life. Then circular motion, for that also you have to write 5 to 6 or 4 to 5 circular motion that will be held in our day-to-day life. So after completion of this homework, after completion of this activity, must send through WhatsApp without fail. Okay. So next we will be discuss about the more information regarding the types of motion. Another few types are there that we are going to discuss. Students, one more very important type of the motion, that is a periodic motion. So what do you mean by periodic motion? So when an object repeats its motion after a very fixed interval of time is called as periodic motion. So what do you mean by periodic motion? So when an object repeats its motion after a very fixed time interval, that is what we call it as periodic motion. Or this periodic motion is also called as oscillatory motion. So this periodic motion is also called as oscillatory motion. So oscillatory means, so completely there will be movement, the movement will be takes place at a fixed time interval. That is we call it as periodic motion or oscillatory motion. Could you able to give an example for the oscillatory motion? Dear children, have you observed the pendulum wall clock? So even in olden days we are using the pendulum wall clock, and even now also we are using in some areas and some homes. Some of the people they are using the pendulum wall clock. Is it right? So that what will be happen? The pendulum wall clock that will be attached in a fixed point. The string is attached at a fixed point, and that will be shows the movement from left side to right side. It will be shows the movement like this right now. So this is a regular interval of time. The process of the motion will be repeats at certain extent. For example, it is in a fixed position. So that will be moves from right side, and after that it will be moves from left side. So again it will becomes to fixed position, and then far right fixed, then left. So that is we call it as periodic motion or oscillatory motion. Just to be able to observe here one more activity I am going to conduct now. So this is an object that is placed in a fixed position. Is it right? So this fixed position object that is attached here by the help of the thread. So then when I am going to give the motion or energy for this, so here this is a fixed position. It is a fixed position. So after that what will be happen? When I give energy to the movement, see observe here. So the movement will be takes place here from here to this side. Is it right? So after that it will be settled at the middle, or it will becomes reaches to the middle of the point. So that is only I am going to explain now. So that is oscillatory motion. So if you take this picture here, that string is attached at the fixed point, and that will be the movement will be takes place towards A, and again it will be reaches to the middle O, and again it will be reaches to the B. So come and goes, come and goes. So that is we call it as periodic motion or oscillatory motion. So when an object repeats its motion, so from here to here and here to here, it will be repeats so many times. Right now, so for example, it is in a ball. It is in a ball. So that will be repeats from here to here so many times. So repetition of the motion at regular time interval, that is what we call it as periodic motion or oscillatory motion. Hope you understand right now. Yes. So next we are going to discuss more information regarding the motion and the time. Now we are going to move on the next important concept, that is a relationship. So between the distance and time. So relation between the distance and time. Dear children, so before going to know that, so I will ask few questions. As we know that in our day-to-day life, we see many objects which are moving. For example, vehicles on the road, the moving vehicles on the road, the moving the boats on the water. Is it right? So the aeroplanes is flying on the sky. Flying in the sky. So these are all the best example for a moving object. So my question is, how we can easily measure the speed of an object? So as we know that we will be observed so many varieties of moving objects in our day-to-day life. Is it right? So how we can easily measure the speed of an object? Yes. So we have required one important unit, or we have one instrument that is named as speedometer. So what do you mean by speedometer? It is a distance. It is a device that is used to measure the distance traveled by an object. So basically the speedometer is available in our bike also, in our car also. Most of all the vehicles that speedometer is there. So when the vehicle is moving, that nails or whatever the speedometer that will be shows the movements. So how much of speed you are going, either it is 30 kilometers or 30, 40, 50, like that. That will be when the speed of a vehicle will be increases. The number is also the needle is also will be rises. The speed shows the increasing speed of the vehicle. Is it right? No. So that is a speedometer that will be used to measure the speed of the vehicles. So then what do you mean by speed? So what do you mean by speed? See, speed is distance traveled by a unit time is called as speed. For example, so from Chikballapur to Bangalore, approximate 70 kilometers distance is there. So in that 70 kilometers, so how much time is required to reach at a particular point from Chikballapur to Bangalore? So it will take some time right now. So that is we call it as the distance traveled by unit time is called as speed. In mathematically we can easily represent the speed is equal to distance divided by time. How to calculate the speed of any vehicle? So that we can easily calculate that the speed is equal to distance traveled by an object divided by time. So distance that is traveled by an object, any one vehicle or any one object, that will be distance traveled from here to here. For example, it is a point A and this is a point B. So the distance between the traveling from point A to point B, so that is we call it as a distance. So for example, this is a distance right now from point A to point B. So this here to here, point A to point B, how much time that is takes place to reach from point A to point B. So that is what we call it as speed. So speed is equal to distance divided by time. So the SI unit of the speed is kilometer per hour. So what is the SI unit of speed? So we can easily represent kilometer per hour. So next we are moving on to the next types of the speeds. So that is also very important, dear students. Listen, one more very important concept, that is the types of speed. So in that, uniform speed, and one more type is there, that is named as non-uniform speed. Later that we will be discussed. Okay, so if you come to the uniform speed, what do you mean by uniform speed? See, when a body travels equal distance in equal interval of time. So the body or any one object that will be travels at a particular distance in a particular time. So that is a particular equal distance and equal time. So that is what we call it as uniform speed. The best example for the uniform speed is Earth moves around the Sun in the uniform speed only. Right? So we have 24 hours day per day. 24 hours is equal to 1 day. Right? Is this variation that? Variation that will take place? No, right? No. Why? Because the earth is revolving around the sun and its own uniform speed. That's why only it doesn't changes. So only 24 hours is equal to 1 day in from millions to other to 10 also, right? No. So that is the best example for uniform speed. So let us take one more example now. The second example for the uniform speed is a car travels 10 meters in every second. Just listen carefully. The car that will be travels 10 meters distance from each and every second. So from each second, 1 second away, that will be car will be reaches 10 meters distance. Thus, the speed of the car is 10 meters per second. We can say that right now, and it is a uniform speed. We can is the best example for uniform speed. Just observe this picture carefully. This is in a car when it is in a rest. So when the speed will be rises, the movement will be takes place. So here from the beginning 0 seconds to 1 second, so the car will be reaches to the 10 meters. At the same in the second time also, in the second second also, that will be reaches 10 meters. In the third time also, that will be reaches into third second also, the car will be travels 10 meters distance in an equal distance, right now. So this we can easily say that it is a best example for uniform speed. If it is non-uniform speed means this will be the speed or the distance that become varies. So that we are going to discuss now. Important type of the speed, that is non-uniform speed. So what do you mean by non-uniform speed? When a body travels unequal distance in an equal interval of time, that is what we call it as non-uniform speed. For example, any one object that will be travels from here to here, there is a 10 seconds at the 10 meters distance from point A to point B, it will be reaches 5 seconds. Okay, so after the second time it will be reaches 6 seconds. So then it will be increasing. So that is what we call it as irregular interval distance. So that is we call it as non-uniform speed. So here the amount of speed is increases per second, that is we call it as acceleration, and the speed of body decreases, that is what we call it as retardation. Increasing of amount of speed, that is we call it as acceleration of the object. I hope you understand now. So if the speed become decreases, that is we named as retardation of the object. So, my dear students, in this class we have discussed about the meaning of motion and their types along with examples, relationship between the distance and time, and speed meaning and their types. Is there any clarifications regarding today's topic? You can call me or make a phone call or WhatsApp, send a message through WhatsApp. So, I am ready to clarify all your doubts. Stay home, stay healthy. Thank you. Jai Shri Gurudev.